If you saw my day in the life video, I know you're gonna love this one. Today, I'm gonna be going through behind the scenes of my life as a 14-year-old streamer and content creator. The banger content you guys are gonna see today is gonna be my TikTok video recording / editing process, my pre-stream setup and routine, as well as my post-stream routines, which is kind of after my stream, and finally, all my thumbnail work. Being a content creator is as hard as ever right now, and I really just want to show you guys behind the scenes of my life. Not as a day in the life, but more in the content side of things. So basically what you see on Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok, all of that kind of content creation, but behind the scenes of it. TikTok is definitely one of the harder social media platforms that I have to keep up because of dry content and whatever. I really have to think as hard as I can to try to get good and enjoyable content. So I'm going to show you the process for all of that. Nowadays, when I'm about to record a TikTok, I'm going to go over to OBS and just open this scene right here, which opens my full face. As you can see, it'll open my camera right there, and boom. Hi. I never like to wear headphones when I'm recording just because it gets in the way, and overall, it just looks horrible. I'm going to skip the recording process now because it can get really long, and I'm just going to set up a time lapse like right here, over on here while I'm recording my TikTok. Okay, so I just finished recording that TikTok. Now I'm gonna edit it and go through that process with you on my PC. Okay, so I'm on my PC now. I'm gonna start going through adding a new project here. Name it whatever. I just put in a bunch of numbers, letters, whatever. Then I'm just gonna press OK. It's gonna open a new project, and there you go. I'm gonna drag this clip in right here, then drag this one into my timeline right here. As you can see, it's not in the TikTok format, so I'm gonna go into sequence settings. Then I'm gonna change this to 1080 by 1920. Here, you're also going to want to make sure that your time code is set to 60 FPS. Press OK and OK again. Now you can see here that it's kind of in the TikTok format. I'm going to select this layer right here. Up in the video settings up here, I'm just going to move this over the position x-axis over just a little bit. That way it's kind of facing my face here. I'm going to zoom in just a tad here with the scale. Adjust just a little bit there. Then I'm going to go up in effects here. Then I'm going to type in camera blur. As you can see, this camera blur is right here, but we're not ready for it quite yet. I'm going to drag this video file just one more layer up. Then I'm going to Control C, Control V, copy it. Underneath, I'm just going to scale this up right here. Then this camera blur that we still have right here, I'm going to drag in onto the bottom clip. Over in your effect controls down here in percent blur, you're just going to want to scale that down to whatever kind of percentage blur you want. I'm only going to keep it on 5 today. I usually keep it between 7 and 10 though. Now, as you can see, I'm talking right here. You can see that it kind of looks normal like this. Okay, so as you can see, now we have our format. It's looking great. It's looking good. Now I'm going to start chopping out the clips that I want in the TikTok by pressing C on my keyboard and then going through and just clicking the little segments that I want. For the segments that I don't want, I'm just going to select them all and press backspace to delete them. Then I'm going to move this over to the front here. Now, as you can see, I'm talking here. It's going well. I kind of started like right there, so I'm going to take that part out there. Clip, 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 clip. Then delete them all with backspace. Now I'm going to go through this editing process pretty quickly, but it is going to take a little bit, so I'm going to run a time lapse here. So we have all the clips ready right here. Now all I'm going to do is just add a title at the start, so I'm going to press T on my keyboard to open text. Then I'm just going to type in whatever. Today's TikTok is going to be a gradient overlays. It's nothing too special. It's really, I don't even know if I'm actually going to end up posting this one. It's just kind of a quick idea. So I'm going to select all the letters that I just typed. Then over in your effect controls, I'm just going to open the impact font because that's the font that I typically use. Then I'm going to scroll down. I'm not going to mess with any of these settings here except for adding a little shadow right there. Then I'm going to press V on my keyboard to open the selection tool and you know, just move it around, scale it however you want, move it around, and that's pretty much it. So I'm going to go to the start of my timeline right here, click the toggle animation, set this to 0, then I'm going to move slightly up and set this to 100. I am going to move this up right there. Now, as you can see, if I play it, boom, it'll kind of talk about gradient overlays right there. So you're going to want to pay attention to this next part for exporting. You're going to want to click File in the top left, then go down to export and click media. And it's gonna open an application called Media Encoder. We're gonna mess with a few settings in there before exporting it as a MP4 file. Now that I have this export settings thing, we're actually gonna press Q. This is gonna open a media encoder. My bad. It's not gonna open media encoder. Originally, you are going to have to press the Q button. On the top right, you see this little green arrow, or you can press enter on your keyboard to start the export. It'll typically take a few seconds depending on how long your video is. For me, I'm pretty sure it's 8 to 10 seconds, something like that. So it's not going to take too long at all. Okay, so now it's finished. I'm going to click on this little blue, text right here. It's going to open it right here. I have a folder dedicated to TikTok products, so I'm just going to move this into my products. Upload onto TikTok, you're going to want to go to tiktok.com/upload. Then you're just going to want to click this huge box here and open your file in your TikTok products or whatever you named it right here. Wait for it to upload, and then you're chilling. You can add a little caption like this where I'll put in like gradients, overlays, don't mind the spelling. I do recommend putting in a hashtag relating to whatever your TikTok's about, kind of like I'll put in hashtag gradient overlays this time. I'll also do stuff like if I'm live on Twitch playing Fortnite, I'll put in hashtag Fortnite, whatever you want, You can also schedule the video at the bottom. I am going to schedule this one by picking the date and the time. So yeah, that was it for TikTok. I hope that wasn't too confusing. I know that it is a little bit complex at times. Just honestly be creative when you're doing kind of stuff like that. Please don't copy exactly what I'm doing. Find your own style. That's the best way to go if you're really looking for hardcore growth. But generally, that's how I do it. Now, the end of season Fortnite event is going to be happening at 4 p.m. Eastern today. Right now, it's 12:45, but I am going live at 1. So what I'm going to do right now is just show you guys what I do every day before stream. My routine is a little bit unique, so yeah, enjoy. The absolute first thing I'm going to do is actually go outside and get a little bit of fresh air here. Alright, so I went outside for about 2 minutes. Now it's time to get on to the next part of my stream routine. I'll typically come in and turn on all my lights first thing. They are already on just for the video. The next thing after that is to go on my stream deck and open all my apps here, which would be Spotify and a game launcher. I'll always start OBS as well, but this one's already open just because, the video, whatever. While Fortnite's launching here, I'm actually going to pick the music for the stream. For the starting stream thing, the song that's going to be playing is Seaside by Lil Tecca and Ian Dior. I am actually going to switch to that scene right now while I get ready. Now my setup is ready. Everything's, good to go. I actually, the next thing I'm going to do is make my G Fuel, a Twitter announcement, and an Instagram story. Okay, so I'm actually going to move this one over here and make my G Fuel over here. That way I don't spill any on my mouse pad or on my setup. At this point, I think it's safe to say that I'm done my hot sauce. I'm definitely going to need to order more though. Here's what the tweet says. It just says, "We live, baby, join up," and then my Twitch link. I am going to press tweet in a little bit. Because I'm not live yet, I won't right now. I'm going to set up my Insta story now. I'm going to show you guys that right here. I can't record this, unfortunately, just because I have to use my phone to take this. But yeah, there you go. All that's left now is just to press live. So I'll see you guys on my stream. Lit. Okay, so we just finished my stream. It was pretty crazy. I watched the live event and I was live for about 3.5 hours. If you do want to stop by, you don't have to. Twitch.tv/notdrg, or the link's gonna be in my bio. But now it's time to get on to my after stream routine. I ended. It was pretty crazy. I rated Weethan, by the way. Weethan on Twitch. If you want to check him out, huge shout out to that guy. I love him. We watched the live event today, which was absolutely insane. Kevin came back, which was amazing. I love to see Kevin. And yeah, I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow, probably at 4 a.m. to get, the first reaction to the season, which is gonna be lit. I can't wait, bro. This season's gonna be fire. Okay, but seriously, let's get into this after stream routine. One thing that is super crucial that I'll do absolutely immediately is turning off my planet lights and fairy lights. That way I don't waste the battery. It sucks that they're on battery. I wish they could just plug in, but they don't. So we had to turn them off. Now that those are off, I don't need my ring light or my key light right there, so I'm just gonna turn those off. If I record a TikTok or whatever, YouTube video, whatever, I'll keep them on, but for now, I'm just gonna turn them off. I actually decided to keep this one on, that way you guys can see my face when I'm recording my face. The next thing is actually to clean up my setup. I have some dishes on the floor there, my shaker cup's weird, I have some garbage like that. Overall, it's pretty messy. Let me just clean this really quickly. There we go. Now I'm gonna close down OBS and, you know, everything that I used for streaming today, which would be my game launcher, Spotify, OBS, like I said, any other applications that I had while I was open. Now I'm gonna get to my thumbnail editing, which is the last part of this video. I'm gonna show you guys everything that I do to get ready, which is photography, then the actual editing itself. I don't know if you guys can see right there, it says cam directly behind me, pointing up at the letter saying 14-year-old content creator. Let's go through that process and actually take the picture. I'm gonna set up my phone like right here on my bed, facing this way on my setup. Me, I'm gonna be sitting here pointing up like this, and it's gonna say 14-year-old content creator, like kind of an arch. Okay, we got the original picture. I'll put it up like right now. It's pretty cool. It's gonna look even better with editing though. That's actually it for the content side of things. For the rest of the night, I'm just gonna kind of relax, maybe watch some YouTube. I'll edit this video as well. This video is gonna take a lot of effort, which is gonna take a lot of time because it has so much editing. So yeah, I'll get started on that, but I won't finish. So yeah, I'm gonna get started on editing that now. That's pretty much it for this video though. Thank you so much for watching. I actually stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday on Twitch, as well as on the weekends. The link's gonna be in my bio or twitch.tv/notdrg. If you did enjoy this video, please let me know by clicking the like button. And if you do enjoy this content, make sure you subscribe. Peace!